Well, if Lake Poncet is a stop you make during your summer months, there's a good chance that you've already been to Feldy's Ice Cream.
It's a local shop that got its start 7 summers ago by a boy who was just 12 years old at the time. And now that young entrepreneur is 17 years old. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, we take a look at what's next for Noah Felderman and his ice cream. It was August of 2020 when we first brought you the story of 12-year-old Noah Felderman and his side-by-side turned ice cream truck.
Being at the lake is such a fun place to be in the summertime, and then having ice cream on top of that just makes it a lot more fun.
The following year, his business was a sweet staple for Lake Poncet, and this time operating out of a bus. By the summer of 2023, he had a permanent location right along Highway 81.
You know, when Noah started with a freezer in the back of the orange side-by-side driving around the lake, I never imagined that he would have 2 fleets of his business as well as an entire brick and mortar store. And then, you know, recently he's expanded into having some food truck festivals. So never did I think that that would happen.
And that young entrepreneur, once too young to even drive his own ice cream side-by-side, is now a high school graduate and employer of 17 people.
100%, and never would have seen it even growing past like the second year when I upgraded to the bus. I mean, you look at it now to the building, and I would have never thought that that's something that would have came out of this, but wouldn't have been able to do it without my family, staff that I have working, and then the Lake Poncet and surrounding communities too.
To top it all off, Noah also won a high school business idea competition in 2022, and he's shared his insights on a variety of different area panels.
It's amazing the pride that you feel for him, really just building relationships.
But to his mom, he's still just a kid at the lake.
He still hangs out at the lake and still tries to enjoy a little bit of life, but man, he's pretty driven. And I think that that has come from having so many people support him and watch him and encourage him. So he's always on to the next thing.
Speaking of which, Noah has big plans for his post-high school life.
Next year I plan to go to Lake Area Tech in Watertown for law enforcement and then do some aviation flying on the side. I'd like to do something in the capacity of like search and rescue. Most likely start out with general law enforcement first and then kind of see where that goes, maybe an aviation pathway in that. But I don't foresee closing the ice cream shop, and I think I'll always, if it's not the ice cream, I'll always be doing something like it.
And he has this advice for any other young entrepreneurs out there.
If you have an idea, roll with it. I mean, you might think it's not going to work, but how are you going to know unless you try? So I just definitely do it if that's what you're thinking of. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You fail and learn. That's where you build off of it and keep growing.
Now, on top of everything else Noah is currently doing, he's also working on getting his private pilot's license. To stay up to date with everything happening with Noah and Feldy's Ice Cream, follow the link under this story on KELOLAND.com.